This is my life. This just wandering journey across America. And I'm a skeleton, and a wolf stole my body because I lost a car. Listen, I don't... You think you got problems. All right, upgrade my story. What is it? Suicide cult of acid heads led by a charismatic man. I was right. I was right. It is. It is a Charles Manson story. I knew it. All right, we're gonna try to hitch a ride this time. I guess actually I could take a train. Let's take a train out of El Paso. Is there a train in El Paso? Oh yeah, look at that. San Antonio, Los Angeles, or Santa Fe. God, LA is a long way away though. I don't want to go all the way to Maybe I do. Yeah, you know what? Let's go to LA and we'll hook back because I have to go. I really only have California, Oregon, and Washington now. So we'll take the train. Take the train to LA, pick up this story and do those two. Then we'll walk back and then go up through California. Okay. All right, let's take a train. Here we go. To Los Angeles. It's not long before you've seen every symbol of this cruel, beautiful place. Palm trees, the sea, oil wells nodding in the fields. Some sidewalks leak tar, sun beats down. In this light, everyone's gorgeous. No, Seattle is the end of my journey, Blue Jay. I'm working my way up to the Pacific Northwest. It's the final destination, but not in like a scary you're gonna die way.
In this plaza, jacaranda trees nestle among adobe structures. A man sits in the shade of the largest one, plucking notes on his guitar. Wind rustles their branches and stirs up sounds of shouting, truncheons on flesh.
Oh boy.
An old woman fanning herself looks up at the noise. When you ask her about the shouts, she sighs. Voices from the riot. Police stormed the plaza, rounded up everyone in it, put them on a train to Mexico. Even people who were born here, like my brother. Intellectuals, socialists, and artists used to gather here. Now, a branch scrapes at a freshly painted wall. A man shouts at another to run towards Bunker Hill. Memories, she finishes. But those of us left, we don't forget. We're still here. History is a palimpsest. Voices linger. Echoes that resonate when we listen.
So palimpsest is a really good word. It means an older form of writing where they've effaced or gotten rid of the writing to write on top of it. It's like a pre-paper thing. They would do it with papyrus and stuff. But it bears like the writing underneath, and sometimes like you can find the text under that writing. It's really interesting. It's a good word. And something you can use if you're thinking about like a role-playing game with earlier forms of writing than like modern like paper. Yeah. Plus it's just fun to say palimpsest. Okay, I'm gonna look for work. Nope. Great. Nobody wants us. We give up. See you later, Los Angeles. Oh, look at all the little palm trees. Okay, so there's a person in LA. Oh, look at that beach. What a long beach that is. Bertha.
You been in California long? It's been a few years for me, but they still call me Okie. I came west when our farm stopped growing anything but a crop of dust. But when we got here, there were so many others here before us. Maybe you've got less need behind you. I hope so, for your sake. In the fields, we trade campfire versions of exciting books and picture shows. You have any stories like that?
Exciting ones? Oh yeah, dude. I got lots of exciting stories. Let's find a good one. Pecos Bill. Let me tell you a story about Pecos Bill. Bill rules.
I enjoyed that. You tell those exciting stories very well. Freedom. People could have a good life if there weren't so many people that profit on need. The banks, the mortgages.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
It's having a debt that kills you. Anyway, I'm looking for a good laugh. Do you know any funny stories?
Yeah, I do. I know like one. I'll tell it to you once I find it. What was the funny one? Oh, it was I know one about, where is it? They're the body songs up in Duluth.
Oh, my sides hurt.
Yeah, girl!
Joy. Oh, when we first heard they were looking for workers in California. That was joy. We thought we'd get here and have our own home right away. And no dirt floor either. But anyway, do you know any good, exciting stories? Take my mind off this life of mine.
Yeah, let me tell you about an exciting story about a lady named Bertha who had hot sex with a skeleton. Oh, I'm sorry, what's that? You haven't heard that story yet? Because it hasn't happened? Oh, what? Let's make it happen, Bertha. No, I want to tell you a story about Paul Bunyan. Paul Onion. Everybody's favorite onion. We call him Pulb.
Damn, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Home is a place from when I was a child. And the snow was heavy in the winter, and the crops came up, and the soil stayed on the ground. Home's not there anymore. Been so long since I last chuckled, I'm not sure my mouth can do it anymore. Can you tell me a story that'll make me laugh?
I already told you the story about... Listen, I'm running out of funny stories, okay? And if I ever meet you again, I'm not going to have any good stories for you, so... I've already maxed her out, so now I can just pick a story. It doesn't matter if she likes it. Let's spread around. I want to work on this. I want to max out the Manson story. You want a funny story? Suicide cult of acid heads who love the Beatles.
You expect me to take that seriously? Life's more boring than that.
Not in California, it ain't.
The future? Oh, now this is how I feel about the future these days. You know how sometimes you look out in the horizon and you see the dust clouds shaping up out there, this curved brown wall? You hope it'll blow itself out before it gets to you. But it probably won't.
Oh, that's heavy. That's good. Like, fuck. You... Oh, God, that's how she feels about the future. You hope it'll blow itself out before it gets here. Oh, honey, that is a very poetic way to say that you want the world to end before you have to deal with it. That's fucked up, and I feel that. I feel that feeling. Whew, that's a good one.
Anyway, I'm looking for a good laugh. Do you know any funny stories?
Not now, you just fucked up my shit. Let me tell you about these lesbians, though.
That false hope doesn't do it for me these days.
Oh, damn.
Love. It can be a luxury. When things get bad, everyone's working so hard just to eat. There's no time to even get to know anyone. After we'd been here a while, my husband wanted to go back to Oklahoma. But I knew there was nothing for us there anymore. I said I wasn't going back there to starve to death. So he took the girls and went without me. And now...
Perfect.
I'm on my
I'll
own
meet up
way.
with her again.
Down the road this way, actually, to the next job. On and on and on. What about you? Where are you going? What are you leaving behind?
Bertha, I ain't got but shit, alright? I'm a dusty boy made out of bones. Alright, so we're gonna go south. Peace out. Los Angeles. I'm going down there. Oh, move, LA. You're in my way. I'll come back to LA and get these stories later. San Diego. Named after its founder who dropped his frozen waffle in the desert. All right.
The man takes a shine to you. He leans in too close and talks about the true music of the soul people who know him, about the things he's done. Everyone else in the club is focused on the stage, but he ignores it and talks to you.
That's not a man. That's a saxophone. Saxophone. Saxophone.
The man assembles his horn, and the musicians welcome him on stage for a jam session. He plays a melody of mourning, the sound of an empty glass.
You couldn't be a funny story, could you?
The regulars nod and applaud. He sits beside you again, glowing with muted pride.
Tell me about your life, saxophone.
Family troubles. Surrounded by manipulative siblings who were jealous of his lifestyle. He was forbidden to see his mother before
His
she
mother,
died.
sousaphone.
He pulls a discolored photograph from the instrument case. He and his mother together, smiling. Tears rim his eyes. Soon, he nods off at the bar. You gather your things and leave. By the door, however, you see a faded old gig poster. You recognize him in the big band ensemble posing there. Younger, smiling brilliantly, sharply dressed. But you cannot remember his name.
The lonely saxophone. All right, so it's this guy again. He's going to tell me a story, or a guy like him is going to tell me a story about, oh, the butterfly. Cool, butterfly upgrade. Nice. Millions of colorful butterflies sweeping across the sky.
Two men sit in the shade,
these guys look
exchanging
shady.
insults. The first says, "That's a low blow, even for one like you." The second responds, "One like me? But you're the cheating, lying son of a..."
Oh, they're writing a
First
play.
sighs and shakes his head. "No, that doesn't sound right." Good point. How about, "You're a scoundrel and a thief"? Nah, don't think you can carry it off. Not with your accent. Could just call you a... You often do.
Wow.
That's a good one. Thank you. It'll make me furious, okay?
Oh, no, they're not. They're
So I'll go for a
practicing.
night.
Oh, they're practicing a
They'll
con.
drop back, and you'll get a peek at their cards. Perfect. I'm not sure this will work. Oh, come on. We're so close. How about... They've forgotten you already.
That's awesome. I thought they were writing a play, but no, they're just trying to win at cards.
The woman hauls a bin of clothes over to a vat of gray water. She's sluggish. Moving seems to take great effort. She plunges a shirt into the vat, begins working it over a washboard. Despite her slow movements, there's an inexorable intensity to the way she works. But her eyes are bloodshot and glazed. Her lips cracked and split.
Whoa.
She can't have slept or washed in days.
Except for the washing that she's
She
doing.
collects the next bin, moving with the shuffle of a sleepwalker.
Hey, who's trying to
You
make her
enter
wash?
the nearby shack. A man's inside, sorting through a jumbled bag of dirty clothes. You hear about Celia? I know how it looks, but she's fine, really. Since her daughter vanished, all she's been able to do is work. He smiles. Best worker I ever had.
Don't worry, she just has the disease where she can't digest gluten. You know, Celia's disease.
He recoils. I've tried to wake her, he pleads, but it always ends badly. Doctor says this is the best place for her right now. It's all she's up to doing, and she has me to look after her when she wears herself out.
Okay. This is mindless laundress. Let's go, and we'll talk to our friend. Yeah. Hi.
I am glad that we have met again, Shikis, my friend. I did not finish my story for you before. There is more I want to tell you about the long walk to Hawildi. The U.S. Army treated the Tinde with such cruelty. However, the hope of returning to our home one day kept us going, even through the savagery inflicted upon us by the Bilaganas. Shikis, my friend, I need to laugh. Can you tell me such a story?
Oh boy, I am hella low on funny stories, honey. I think I've told most of the good ones to you. But hey, I didn't tell you the limerick, the dirty limerick one.
That one made me smile. Joy? It was hard to find any harmony or peace of mind in those days. The morning sun was often the only sign of warmth or hope left in the world. Shikis, my friend, tell me a good story.
Yeah, here we go.
With sadness in it.
Girl, I have all the fucking sad stories in the world. I have so many. Let me pick a good one. What's a good sad ass story? You're gonna like it so much that you're gonna want all the sad stories. How about one about a tyrannical farmer whose son killed himself in a grain silo? It's not actually how it happened. I was there, but here you go.
I do not often enjoy stories about sadness.
Bam.
You told this one very well, however. The heartache I felt for our people was immeasurable. But I felt even more sorrow for these Pilaganas who did not know any better. They appeared unable to think for themselves, and instead followed the orders they were given by cruel, unkind, and morally corrupt men. Shikis, my friend, tell me a funny story.
I don't. Goddamn it.
I'm sure you hear many on the road.
I really don't. I don't know how you'd be sure of that. I know like 3 of them, and I've told most of them to you already. Another funny one, hey? Oh, God. Well, it doesn't matter because I've already got her maxed out. How about I tell you a story? What's a good one? Hey, I haven't told you did I tell you the acid one yet about the scary people? I'm trying to max that one out. Here you go.
Oh, I don't have it in my heart to enjoy this story.
Yeah, well.
The future they see? Someone told me that the Bilaganas believe in a story that foretells the end of the world. I remember thinking, what kind of sickness or witchcraft would bring about such a story? Shikis, my friend.
Oh, no.
I need to laugh.
I know you need to, but girl, I do not have what you need, but I could tell you about some lesbios, though. I met these 2 girls. They were lesbionic.
Not take much from this story. Perhaps different things bring each of us hope.
That's what I'm saying. You know what brought them hope? Gay stuff.
Sometimes I found myself wondering if all Bilaganas are this way. And where do they come from? Do they touch all things with such distaste?
We've heard her say this before, yeah.
Or do they know? Shikis, my friend, tell me a funny
Oh my God, stop with the funny stories. I don't know anymore. I can't help you. Here, one time a raven almost pecked my eyeball out. There you go.
It's good to laugh. The past? Ha! They say time heals all wounds. But what about the trauma and harrowing memories from the long walk to Hawildi that will be passed on to our future generations? And now the sun is rising.
Yeah, girl, head
I
north.
must
I'll meet
prepare
you
to
again.
live. I have a long walk this way. Tonight I wondered, what memory do we carry in our blood? What will be passed on to our children through the power of witnessing and feeling the harsh flecks of humanity like sparks from a fire landing against the skin?
That's what interacting with humanity is like for me, too. Harsh flecks like sparks from a fire.
I am left wondering what will become of our culture And our people, once this cycle of inhumanity has run its course.
Yeah, the cycle of inhumanity is gonna take probably longer than you think.
We sing our way through it and look to the holy people for strength and protection. There is an overwhelming vitality in our songs. What songs help you to heal and persevere, Shikis?
Okay, so now we dipped into the Arizona. I guess we could go. No, let's go north. Let's go up through California and we'll do the California thing. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. So yeah, heading up through Oregon. I'm doing it. Let's go. Leave Los Angeles behind. And what are the cities remaining? I'm guessing San Francisco. That's the Bay Area, right? That's where she's at. What is this? Sacramento? Sacramento. Take the Highway 1 up north. Pop into Oregon and Washington. And there's no Portland. Portland is not a proper city. It'll probably be a town, but it's not like a city in the way Seattle is, or Boise. This is LA. Oh no, that is LA. Yeah, there's no town between LA and SF. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. Sacramento's in the middle. Yep. I don't know. I'm from Canada. I don't know where shit is.
Some students have paused their long walk home to rest on the bank of this clear, shallow pond. Above them, a plane makes low and hazy loop-de-loops. They gaze into the water.
What are you looking at?
A young man points at a girl who stands alone on the shore.
What?
Her dad's in the plane.
He murmurs.
We stop here every day to see him.
He points into the pond, and you realize that the plane is flying under the water.
What?
The image in the clouds is its reflection.
What the actual fudge?
The girl drops to her knees and stretches her hands into the pond. And when her father roars around the loop of the shore, his engines splash mud all over her clothes.
Papa!
She sobs and lunges for the water.
All right, let's help her in.
You hold her hand as she steps out onto a slippery rock in the shallows.
Thanks, Doc. Welcome back.
Wait!
Her friends shout. But when the plane banks past, she leaps. And you push her for good measure. Splash. The water clears. She did. She did. She trails white-knuckled from her father's tail fin like a windsock as he swoops around the far end of the pond. But on its way back, the plane doesn't turn. It's aimed right for the shore. The plane ramps straight up past you into the sky. A flash of the girl's wind-squashed face, her father's wild smile. And the wings snap through the treetops, and they're both gone in the clouds.
Thank you!
You hear her cry. Her classmates burst into tears.
Okay, she's in heaven now. With that man whose butt that we ate. Okay.
The only place in town that will let you through the door is a smoky-windowed lounge, advertising cheap drinks and sweet-voiced singers. When the singer comes on stage, though, something about him seems familiar.
Who is he?
The other guests recognize him, too. They all bolt out the door.
Oh, shit.
The manager rushes on stage.
This isn't the same guy.
Remember the last time when I got all
We
scrambled?
fired his brother.
You realize this singer is a perfect doppelganger of the one who scrambled your brains with his song. There are a few wild-eyed diehards left near the stage.
We want your brother.
They shout.
I can't do that shit.
The singer protests. Suddenly,
Oh,
his
God. Now
eyes
I got to
widen,
do it.
and he points a shaking hand toward you.
But you could do it.
He says,
You got a dose of the good stuff.
I will do it.
you take your place at the microphone. The fanatics gather at your feet. Men and women, old and young, lips parted in sweet anticipation. Sing, they whisper. You're not sure what you sing. It escapes your ears somehow.
Oh, I become a hocus.
But while you're on stage, you hold their lives in your fist. They'd take bullets for you. They'd lay themselves down in the river and let you make a bridge of their backs. Is this what performers feel all the time?
I don't know. Would you do that for me, chat? Would you make a bridge of your backs so that I might cross the river? No? No. That's okay.
As soon as it's over, the feeling's gone, and you won't be getting it back. Something inside you, some chance eclipse of power and opportunity, has shifted out of alignment. The singer pats you nervously on the shoulder. Thanks, the manager whispers.
Yeah, well, I'm not a good hocus anyway. It's not how this relationship works. It works the other way around.
A group of men across the street from the jail wave you over.
Thank God you're here.
The man is sweating profusely.
I thought George hadn't come through for us.
Another eyes you appraisingly.
Let's get Batman.
Not much brawn on you. You better have the brains to compensate. No need to play dumb. It's just us here. We can speak openly.
The sweating man seems impatient.
Your role has changed slightly. You'll still be the distraction, but it's gotten riskier. Davis's fault. We think the guards recognized him.
Damn it, Davis.
No time for that.
The sweating man takes charge.
We got the dynamite. We know the timings.
Oh, damn.
The longer we wait, the riskier it gets. You,
He points at you, then down the street.
make a scene. If you can involve the police, all the better. Then scram.
It's too early for the shops to be open, but a car is parked awkwardly outside the grocer's. There are an unusual number of men in the street. Several have the awkward casualness of a policeman trying to look like a civilian.
I'm pretty into that. The awkward casualness of a policeman trying to look like a civilian. Fuck the police.
The gang is risking liberty, perhaps life, to rescue their own. Such loyalty is admirable. You could assist without being implicated. If you cried out in agony, it would briefly catch official attention, and the gang would get an unwatched moment. It might be enough.
Let's yowl with pain. Help! Oh, police! Oh, something has happened. I've been jostled by a lower class individual. Help me!
Your back spasm is convincing. For a few seconds, all eyes are on you. The two officers who assist you to a bench could be clearing the area of civilians.
All Eyes Aranya
or
is the name of
genuinely
my
solicitous
new
about
were
your
spider.
pain. Either way, You bought the gang a moment in which to plant the dynamite.
Und now we wait.
A sudden recovery might seem suspicious. Boom! Well, that was impressive. You should probably make yourself scarce.
I feel fine, let's go. Can I just cross the mountain? Fuck yeah! Take that, you Purple Mountain's majesty.
In front of the cops is a sturdy house,
I
It was
leave. I don't want the
neatly
cops
shut up.
involved.
and there is an undisturbed layer of dirt on the front porch. Crack. There must be someone inside. No one responds
Eric,
to
thank
your
you.
knock, and the door is locked. But a barrel below the window affords easy access inside. As you poke your head in, there's a whistle, and a rope catches your neck.
Move, and we'll choke you. Listen up. You're gonna go, and you're never gonna come back, and you're not telling anyone about us.
The person speaking jerks the rope around your neck for emphasis.
Stop it!
Someone else shouts.
I said, I'm not staying if you hurt people.
That's the second voice. No. It's a child.
If we don't keep our home secret, how are we gonna be safe?
What is up with these people?
Another child. A boy. You slip the noose off while they fight. The girl glances at her sullen companion before addressing you.
I'm very sorry,
Thanks, Bruja.
but you're not welcome. We don't allow adults here. Adults cannot be trusted.
She reaches for your hand.
If you promise not to tell anyone where we are, we'll let you go unharmed.
I promise. But I'm going to tell everybody about this story.
Thank you.
That's what I do. I'm a professional
I reckon.
story guy.
The girl
working on it.
smiles.
Good luck on your travels.
The boy sticks his chin out.
If you tell anyone, I'll get you.
We already met the Children of the Corn. This is
The
different.
girl sighs.
If you tell anyone, we'll have to live in the woods.
That sucks, kid. All right. Whatever. I'm going to San Francisco anyway. I'm going to tell that story about the lesbians in San Francisco. I'm going to tell everybody in San Francisco about the lesbians. Yeah, I made some cash. Serving funnel cakes. Oh, can I eat one of those funnel cakes? Oh, now I want funnel cake. Why do video games make me hungry? Damn you, video games. I made a really good coconut milk lemongrass broth salmon. Oh, today? Oh, so good. So good. I'm like actually figuring out how to cook stuff, and it's kind of magical. All right, we're out of the southern part of the country, and here's San Francisco, which means without Francis.
The girl looks at you with suspicion. The scrawny chicken just looks at you.
Did Mama send you? She wants to take Jacqueline, but I won't let her.
She bobs the chicken.
Mama says she's only good for meat now and she stopped laying, but she's my best friend.
She squeezes the bird to her chest. It bops her chin with its beak.
Aw.
A tall woman comes out of the house and walks toward you. Jacqueline squirms nervously.
Kill mother.
The girl takes a step back.
Give me the damn bird, Nance.
The woman says. Nance gasps.
This stranger wants to buy her.
She blurts. Her eyes beg you to play along.
All right, Nancy, little fuck. You got me. I'll do it.
The girl's face lights up. Jacqueline balks happily. Her mother looks suspicious, but takes your money.
More'n that bird was worth to us.
The girl takes your hand.
Thank you. You'll take care of her?
Can I just give her back?
You set off on your way, Jacqueline tucked under one arm.
There you go.
She grows increasingly restless the further you venture. Finally, her wriggling is too much. You set her down on the road.
It's cute.
She charges back the way you came. Some friends just can't be parted.
That's a good story. I like that story. That's a good one. Friend animals is good. Mm-hmm.
The pup is a skinny
Good little
thing,
dog.
but its eyes are bright. Its fur is shiny, and its tail thumps the ground eagerly at your approach. It won't come at your call. Instead, looks around as if worried that acknowledging you would mean betraying another. The dog isn't tied up or injured. Must be well trained to sit so patiently. With a noise between a huff and a bark, it bounces to its feet when a small boy comes into sight. The child is ill-dressed and dirty, and grinning like a fiend.
I turned the
Lion,
child.
You're so good.
Where'd you get your dog?
Reckon he'd been left by a circus. Found him in a field with old ropes and pots and stuff, and a circusy looking flyer.
He pats Lion.
He's trained. I was thinking about finding a town, trying to earn some money showing his tricks, but I don't think he'd be happy.
Show me a
The boy
trick.
inflates with pride.
All right, he won't get shy as there's just us.
He turns to Lion and looks deep into the dog's eyes.
Lion, please will you find me a hat?
The dog scampers away. All right.
Lion can fetch anything. He understands lots of words.
The boy shrugs.
Mainly he fetches stuff I can sell. It's a living.
That's
We
awesome.
never take anything important.
Small but clever
His
dog.
expression is guilty, but not repentant.
Guilty but not repentant is a great way to describe someone's face. That's really good.
The boy grins.
Good job, kid.
Barking announces the return of Lion. He's got a fedora on his head. It's
Awesome.
tilted rakishly. The dog scampers to its owner, who transfers the hat from Lion's head to his own.
Isn't he good? We'll get by. There's nothing we can't do together.
That's cute. All right. I should change. Yeah, here. Let me change in a story. What was the one about the chicken that we got? What kind of story was that? So this is the boy with the circus dog. That's a good one. So let me try that one. And now thirsty cotton pickers. Farmers that gave me lemonade. That's a good one. Yeah, I missed that one too. Okay. Thank you, Cesius. Yeah, it's one of these ones. Girls whose best friend was a chicken. Nice. All right, we got a little bit more on the nice stories. Also, good memory.
He spent a half hour.
Whoa, who's
filling
this
you in
guy?
On his plans to drive coast to coast. Enthusiasm radiates off him. When he talks, you hear the blare of the motor, feel the wind ruffle your hair, taste the tang of oil on the breeze.
Damn.
Why he dresses like a racer is beyond you.
Of course. Where's the joy in driving if you don't look the part?
He slips off a glove and has you feel how soft it is.
Driving really is the only way to travel. Yes, yes. The people around here don't get it. If you're ever along the Mother Road, keep an eye out for me.
The Mother Road? What's that?
He laughs.
Oh, friend, I would love to show you, but that's for another day.
He strolls off.
Oh, it's Route
whistling.
66.
The woman seated on a nearby step croaks a laugh.
Route 66, aka the Will Rogers Memorial Highway, or the Main Street of America, or Mother Road, was one of the original highways in the U.S. highway system. US 66 was established November 11th, 1926. Ran originally from Chicago through Missouri to Santa Monica, California, serving as a major path for those who migrated west. Fucking awesome. Die historic on the Mother Road.
She shakes her head.
Factory's never gonna reopen. He'll never get the money. He'll never get his damn car.
She chuckles.
Hadn't dampened his spirits none. Spent his last cent on those ridiculous clothes. That coast-to-coast trip is all he can talk about.
Soma Kutala, looking guilty but not repentant, is like, you look like you know you did something wrong, but you're gonna do it again. A little bit of a grin, kind of like a, you got me. I'm gonna do it. Driving obsessive dude didn't own a car. It's like the guy with the Lamborghini jacket, but no Lamborghini. We call those fans. Okay, let's go to San Francisco. Let's see what we can learn in San Francisco. Huge crowds gather on the street corners as they wait for never-ending streams of automobiles and cable cars to rumble past. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge taking form against the horizon.
Your knees make a nasty cracking sound with every step.
One of these houses is very
This
full.
infernal city of steep hills takes its toll. Just over the crest of one hill, you find a stopped truck. Yang Chow. Fresh fruit and vegetables. It's laden with colorful produce.
You know anything about engines?
Asks a man, obscured by the raised triangular hood of the truck.
A little bit.
You come around next to him. One glance tells you that there's nothing obviously wrong with the engine, but there's smoke coming from somewhere deep behind and beneath it. The gearbox, maybe.
Gearbox.
Ah, never mind.
I love Duke Nukem.
He just slams down the hood of the truck, wisps of smoke leaking out of it. He sits on the edge of the truck bed. You get a good look at him. He's tall, well built, fans himself with his Panama hat.
I do love a man in a
Sent
Panama
my
hat.
brother over to get a real mechanic, but,
Uh-huh. And then what happened?
well, I can barely keep this running as it is. Wish I still had the farm.
He sighs theatrically, surprising himself with his own easy honesty.
Sam Liang, landless, broke truck driver. Dad would have been proud.
What happened to your father?
My old man was, well, he was old. Guys like him didn't get a lot of chances to start a family.
He glances around the upwards parabola. of
There's
the
parabola again. That's like the
placid
fourth time.
houses around you.
I was just a kid when it happened. The 06 quake. I can still remember. Barely.
2006 was a long time ago. All right, the stuck truck driver. More like the stuck driver. All right, can I earn any money in San Francisco? I want to start up a business. Summon a panhandle. All right. Nobody wants to give me food, but a lady's going to give me... Yeah, makes a beeline right towards me. Here she comes. Can't tell if she's excited to help you or pissed that you're here, but she slaps a pile of coins into your hat and starts machine gunning you with questions. What's your name? Who's your mother? Why are you dressed like this? What are you doing here? She glares at you like a hawk glares at a rat, caught in its talons. You look exactly like someone I know, she growls, maintaining eye contact for much too long. Exactly. And with that, she turns on her heel and stomps away. Strange. Generous, at least, but very strange. All right, lady. I'm gonna go. I don't need to buy anything, because I'm doing okay. And we're going to leave the Bay Area. We're going to go run over to... we're going to run over to that camp over there, and then we're heading north to Oregon. Old Oregon way. This is like very breezy music. All right, Dahaya, what do you got? Check it out.
We were fortunate. We persevered. Everyone lost someone, and by the end of it, we all felt like we had lost everything. Thousands of people covered such a small portion of land. Our people were not used to living in such conditions.
Look at the game. Now look at me. Back to the game. Back to me. I'm mountains now.
That is where we learned how to make fry bread from the rations given to us from the United States Army. Things at Tawildi only got worse as time progressed. And then we were given permission to return back to our sacred ancestral lands. We were told to be grateful for signing such a deal with the U.S. government, but we couldn't help but feel nervous about returning home. Would the land remember us? As great a distance as we were from the 4 sacred mountains, I never truly did feel separated from the birthplace of first man and first woman. Some swore they could see Tadulza off in the distance, and sometimes I really could see turquoise radiating from the top of the mountain toward the cushion of the sky. No one could have imagined the journey homeward would be harder, but we had no choice. The holy people were calling us home. Shikis, my friend, tell me a good story with sadness in it.
I know lots of those, but you're a mountain, and that makes this difficult. Haunted mill operated by ghosts.
This story is very frightening.
Oh, it's a
Do not
scary
understand
one,
how
not a
you can
sad
enjoy
one.
family.
Oh.
We come from a line of warriors. We have always known how to be resourceful and resilient.
Okay.
From the seeds of corn that we found on our way back home, to the sheep that we heard on the mesa, to staring the colonizers in the face, we pushed forward against the odds.
Mm-hmm.
Shikis, my friend, can you tell me a story that brings strength to those who hear it?
Story of strength. Little Ben struggle. Let's tell her about that one.
The Digne are like that too, strong in the face of adversity. Our choices? If we are to survive, the only option
why
we
that
have
didn't
is to
open the
continue
idol.
down the pollen path. Even in the face of drought, disease, or the encroaching bee Laganas and their childish ways. Shikis, my friend, I need to laugh.
Yeah, let me tell you, I met this this girl and her friend is a turkey or something. Or maybe I already told that flavor of story. Yeah, I think I might be locked out of that one. It's tricky business telling stories. I don't know. Maybe you'll find this circus dog funny.
I did not
No.
take much from this story. Perhaps different things. Joy. Well, the water was not like the water from Titsil. When the children played, it was a different type of laughter and movement.
Yeah, the other traveler stories are like wild cards. Yeah.
We learned how to become reliant on one another and to find pleasure in such small things. Shikis, my friend, can you tell me a story that looks to the future with hope?
Gosh, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I got some of that. What do we got? Some farmers gave me lemonade. I'm running on empty here, Mountain Mama.
And you enjoy this story.
I'm sorry.
They believe in the beauty way. We live our lives maintaining a delicate balance with the world. It is our livelihood. And because we pay reverence to who we are as a people. We have not faced the same fate as the Anasazi, whose ruins we have seen among the rocks. Shikis, my friend, can you tell me a story?
I don't know any more Hope stories. Like you got them all. You got all the good ones. This is why I was only friends with the people who were bummers. Like Mason is really sad. Yeah. Like this metalworker one. I feel like we told that one before. Cookhouse that serves hungry travelers. Let's try that one. Hey Shep, welcome back. Yeah, let's try this one.
And you
hell.
enjoy this story.
So many sad
Bondage?
stories.
Yes. The soldiers brought with them instruments that bound people to themselves. Not like a cradle board, not like a blanket wrapped tightly against the skin. No, this was cold, weighted metal that reminded the person that they were restricted from being a human being.
Tense.
It was grotesque, cruel, and unnecessary. But given all we'd been through, it didn't surprise us one bit. The sun has risen. It is time for us to part. I must make my journey across the land. This
So
way.
she's going down to California again.
I hope I can see you there once more. I have been lucky to share my story with you, Shikis. But there's still so much to tell about what happened when we returned to the Tinebekaya.
Okay. North into Oregon. Oh, nice. Okay, got some money. That's good. Is that a lighthouse over there? Cool. Wonder if it's a gay lighthouse like the first one.
A Chevrolet idles outside a dusty filling station. A man bends over the radiator, sweat beading on his face. Two girls in matching flower sack dresses sit beside the car. The man looks up as you approach.
Got a moment to help me fill the radiator?
Sure, dude.
Sure do appreciate it.
The man tells you.
It's a wonder we get anywhere, what with the goddamned radiator always breaking. Third town in a week. I keep looking for work, but haven't found anything.
He shrugs.
Gotta be jobs somewhere, right?
I guess.
He laughs and claps you on the back with one grease-streaked hand.
Of course there is. Not in the next town and the one after that. There was nothing at home for my girls. I didn't want them growing up like that.
Radiator's full.
Maybe I'll see you up the road a ways.
Yeah, maybe, buddy. Maybe. Look how green it is over here. Damn. There's like painterly strokes on the ground. The mountains. Pretty big change from all the territory we've been in so far. Long north-south highway here. Coast highway. Beautiful drive. I guess unless you get sick of the ocean.
At the end of a low-lit, smoky bar, young man is recounting a story to a woman whose dark pin curls bob with every fascinated nod of her head. He nonchalantly waves the .38 special he's holding.
From the bank.
Is pitched high enough for half the bar to hear. The bartender rolls her eyes. But no one seems particularly bothered by the storyteller or his weapon. You catch snippets of his tail as he waves his hands.
Farm. Everything will be all right now. Just a little robbery. I don't think of it as stealing. Just righting a wrong. The bank took Dad's money and we're going to take his land. Now he can pay him and stay where he is for as long as he wants. It happens to be with the bank's own money. Even better.
Whoa.
The woman's curls bounce as she shakes her head. A half-hearted protest undercut by her laughter.
I gotta lie low for a bit,
He says.
when I'm back, we can get married. Start a family of our own.
Maybe everything will work out for these two. Maybe.
One thing I think is really important to note is that there was a bar at this lighthouse, which is awesome. All right, let's help an old man and his 2 sweaty sons, and let's go north.
Workers cluster outside a dilapidated church. A heavy-set man sings a work song as he swings his sledgehammer down on a broken retaining wall. His voice builds a rumbling harmony with the splintering stone. A burly man rests calloused hands on his idle jackhammer, rapt.
We work hard, we play hard.
The melody is funereal, but the words are ecstatic. He sings of the sun breaking through clouds, of cold water drunk straight from a running creek, of a woman in white at the door of the church, his rising joy as he turns to face her. By the end, even the foreman is smiling.
Okay. So yeah, we're just leaving California. We got 2 states to go. I know, so many hopeful stories right after the last time I saw that lady. Feels a little cruel. Here we go. Not far to go now. Yeah, I guess that's Portland there. Hopefully we'll get some upgrades.
The policeman minds you for news from anywhere but here as his radio burbles. You catch a snippet
Armed robbery in progress at...
before he turns it down. He waves a hand.
Yeah, it's just Willie. Every month after his paycheck goes in, he marches into the bank with his 45 and demands cash. Candace gives it to him and deducts it from his account later.
What?
Right you are. No harm in it. Truth is, Billy just ain't very good at using banks. That's no crime.
Gunshots sound a few blocks away. His eyes widen. He kicks the car into gear and roars off, shouting into his radio.
Willie!
You get to the bank several minutes later. There's a crowd gathered round the entrance, blocking your view. But the action's over. A woman turns to you.
Someone came in waving a shotgun. Willie was there, put him down, but... Poor Willie.
Willie, who robbed the same bank every week and then died. Hey, there's Portland. Not nearly enough bridges. And we got a new friend camped out there by Portland. Right? It was an adorable story until it wasn't.
It's long past dawn, but the stray rooster crows repeatedly. Satisfied with its vocal performance, the bird rushes you, flapping. It backs up and repeats the gesture. The rooster is like a tiny feathered goat making a threat display. It struts. It eyes your legs.
Stay away from me, rooster.
The rooster launches itself into the air.
No, my
going
eyes!
For your eyes. As you step back, it returns to gouging your shins with its beak. Its crow now is more like a shriek.
All right, I'm coming.
An elderly man lumbers from the nearby house.
Save me from the
Yeah,
bird.
don't mind old Red. He's better than a guard dog, but harder to train.
Red rushes at your feet.
Sorry. I can hold him while you get past if you like.
He smiles awkwardly.
Or you could come in, have a drink. Least I could do after he's been shouting at you.
Yeah, give
As
me a
you
drink.
step onto the man's front
Oh,
porch,
no!
the volume of Red's crows increases.
God damn it, I got
It
hurt.
lunges repeatedly at your legs, drawing blood through your clothes.
Damn you, rooster.
Finally, the man grabs the rooster so you can get inside.
Yeah, he's a big softy, really.
Your shins disagree. The tea the man gives you is too sweet, but it's soothing. He gossips about the local farms. Apparently his daughter's husband has a new bull. Red pokes his head by the window. He is watching. There is an ominous clucking just as you prepare to leave. Red is waiting. To preserve your calves, you have to sprint from the house door to the gate. The cockerel's crows are triumphant.
Jerk. Yeah, and I'm injured, so let's upgrade the story, and then I'm gonna go and rest because I think that'll help. All right. Oh, this is the Tale of the Dreams in the Cotton Field. Okay, good. Got another upgrade for that one. Very nice. Okay, let's go to this little camp here. There's Seattle over there. Rose by Jonathan Nordhagen.
Well, hey there. What's happening, stranger? Pull up a seat if you want to share.
It's a hippie.
I guess my deal is pretty clear. You probably see 100 long-haired, bangle-wearing freaks on the road every day. We're the only ones still hitching around, I guess.
So, yeah, the time frame is moving further and further as we get further and further west.
Bummer. Because this is a beautiful place when you take the time to smell the flowers, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her the Manson story. She'll love it.
But anyway, let's keep it grooving. Tell me something funny.
No, here, let me tell you a story about, where's the Dirty Limerick one? Do I still have that one slotted? I must, right? Oh no, here, let me tell you about the time that Raven almost pecked my eyeball out.
Ha! You got a groovy sense of humor, stranger.
God, I love the voice acting in this game. It's so
My
good.
past.
They all sound like people.
Well, my parents didn't abuse me or anything. We just disagreed. We still do. I mean, I assume. Anyway, you got any good hopeful stories about the world becoming a better place?
Hopeful stories. And you haven't heard any of my stories yet, so yeah, I probably got one or two. How about gay stuff? You like that?
Oh, that's a good one. You gotta tell me more about those folks sometime. Yeah, free love. That's what it was all about. That's what filled my dreams as a teen. Why couldn't everyone see that we were all just here to love each other? So, got any good hopeful stories?
I should have
Anything about
re-equipped
what
all
the
these
world
new
should be?
stories. All right, so she wants more hopeful stories. Man, I miss the beatnik who was just like, everything sucks. Tell me some sad stories. That guy, we got along. How about the boy with the circus dog? That's a good one.
Oh, that's good.
There we go.
I'll share that one when I get back home. Joys I had. Well, I loved being a kid. Of course, I didn't know that at the time. Who does? I thought a scraped knee or ripped doll was the end of the world. But looking back, those were the days. So anyway, got any good ghost stories?
Ooh,
Anything
scary or weird? Yes, I do. Are you ready? Oh, she even wants the story too. What do you think about Chuck Manson? I'll tell you about him. He loves hippies too.
Huh. Sounds like some kind of dumb movie.
It's fucking real, dude.
The future. I used to think it was all so clear, so inevitable. It was the dawning of a new age, remember
An age
that?
of Aquarius.
Harmony and understanding. Wasn't that easy, huh? So, you seen anything really hilarious out here?
Where's, yeah, maybe I do here. I gotta find the. I think it was one of the yellow ones that had the. Nope, apparently not. Not the Dirty Limericks one. Weird. Maybe I finished that one. No, the his hippie girl's just dunking on me. This one was funny. Let me tell you that one. Let's see if it's still funny. The Cincinnati Orchestra one. Yeah, that is still, it stays funny. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Traps. Yeah, I felt trapped, stifled, unable to grow or blossom at home. The first time I ever felt free was on my way to San Francisco on the Greyhound. $32 in my jeans and a daisy plucked in the parking lot in my hair. Well, there it is. And I feel like I've been doing all the talking. But the sun's coming up soon, so I gotta get ready to go. Heard some interesting stuff about a group of folks getting by up this way. And where are you going? What's your deal, Seeker? What's the future hold for you?
Bones. All right, hippie.